Our protagonist is Naina. The girl suffers from Tourette syndrome, which causes her to make uncontrollable head movements, while making sounds similar to hiccups. But despite these difficulties, the woman graduated from high school and university with honors, and twice became a bachelor and master of science. Her wealthy father offers Naina a high-paying job in a bank, but her daughter refuses, as she has dreamed of becoming a teacher since childhood. A lady comes to one school after another, but she is rejected everywhere because of her illness. According to the employers, this illness will not allow the candidate to fulfill her duties as a teacher. As a child, a little girl endures a lot of bullying from her classmates because of her illness. The school principal calls Naina's mother to his office and explains that the girl must be transferred to a school for children with disabilities. The upset mom tells this to her husband, who unexpectedly agrees with the principal's opinion. When Naina hears this, she can't hold back her tears and shoves toilet paper into her mouth to avoid making those strange noises. Years have passed, and now Naina has been trying unsuccessfully for 5 years to get a job as a teacher. Her father is worried about his daughter and is sure that it would be much better for Naina to become a banker, but the girl remains adamant. One day Naina receives a call from the principal of St. Notcan School, where she studied as a child, and calls her for an interview. The school principal explains that they urgently need a teacher for the 9th grade, as the previous specialist quit. Naina gladly agrees to this proposal and tells the staff about her illness. The principal gives the lady a chance to try her hand, but the experienced teacher, Vadia, is very skeptical of the idea. Left alone, the lady tells the director that she has been dreaming of becoming a teacher since childhood. She was inspired by the previous headmaster, who was the only one who supported her and helped her to finish her studies, while the students and even the teachers mocked her illness. The principal shows the school and talks about the 9th graders, who are consistently ranked first in the city in Olympiads and science conferences. But only Naina has to teach Class 9F, which has only 14 students, but all of them are from the poor slums nearby. However, our heroine is not afraid that she will have to deal with bullies. Naina is sure that thanks to her passion for teaching, she will be up to the task. The girl then looks around the building alone, remembering her school years. In the assembly hall, the teacher notices her future students, who are not the least bit embarrassed to smoke in the room, play cards, and swear. Naina secretly observes them and learns that they are already aware of her appearance, and even nicknamed her stutterer after hearing about her illness from someone else. In the first lesson, the high school students begin to ridicule the teacher when she makes strange and funny noises. Naina explains that she can't control herself. But this only further irritates the bullies, who have prepared a funny surprise for the newcomer, and the lady falls from the broken chair with a rumble. Another wave of laughter rolls through the class, and Naina, to the surprise of the guys, does not show anger but laughs with them. Soon Naina learns that her students not only do not show respect to their teachers, but they also constantly pick on kids from other classes, especially from the 9th class, which is led by Wadia and has only excellent students. During a physical education lesson, Adish, a bully, cuts a soccer ball with a knife, which causes a conflict with Akshay, the headmaster of the 9th A. The two boys have a fight right on the soccer field, and soon Wadia takes the bullies to the principal. Naina discovers that she has been hired as a teacher of the 9th F, only because 8 class teachers have already given up the class. Nevertheless, the woman tries to get through to her students, who continue to bully and mock the girl. They even bet among themselves that the stutterer would run away in a week. Naina stubbornly refuses to give up, then the bullies without permission conduct a very dangerous chemical experiment in the classroom, which leads to a powerful explosion. Only by a miracle everything goes without casualties. The director calls the hooligans to himself, and intends to expel the whole gang, but suddenly on the defense of the guys stands Naina. The lady claims that the failed experiment was her idea, and she takes the blame for what happened. The principal doesn't really believe the new girl, but agrees to give her class one last chance for correction. At the same time, the man adds that if the 9th grade students do not correct their grades in the 4 months left before the exams, most of them will be expelled from school. The grateful students agree to listen to Naina, who explains that they have only 4 months to make up for it, and they will have to work hard if they want to get out of their stinking slums. While Wadia prepares her excellent students for the next Olympiad, Naina sits alone in the classroom, wondering if the bullies will deign to come to class today. Most of the students do come, and so Naina takes them outside, where she teaches them geometry and physics lessons in a fun and playful way, which interest even the bullies. The day of the parents' meeting arrives, which, much to Nejda's surprise, none of the parents of her students show up. Wadia taunts the lady and suggests that she hold the meeting in a slum. The resourceful woman takes her colleague's words seriously and goes to the slum, where she is horrified to see the poverty in which her students have to live. Most of the boys have no homes or even basic amenities, and to get drinking water they have to stand in long lines every day. The stubborn teacher becomes even more determined to give her students a chance for a normal life. The next day, Naina encourages the students, whom she has gotten to know quite well, and tells each of them what strengths they need to focus on in order to be successful in life. All the students write down their fears and doubts on a piece of paper and then fold them into paper airplanes and launch them from the roof of the school so that nothing limits them in achieving their goals. Naina manages to organize the learning process in such a way that almost all of her students now want to come to school every day to learn something new. Vadia smirks, however, because he is sure that the new teacher will not succeed, and the dregs of society will remain dregs, despite any attempts to make normal people out of them. Adish pays attention to Natasha from 9th A, a good-looking honors student, and the girl reciprocates. She even offers to come to their class to show him a cool project for a science conference. Adish takes his comrades with him, and the savvy Oru even tells the excellent students how to make their project even more effective. Adish himself gives Natasha the superglue he and his father use when they work part-time at the tire shop to glue together the parts of the layout that keep falling off. Akshay, who appears, wrinkles his nose on seeing the hooligans and shouts for Adish to go back to his stinking tire shop. The hooligan has no time to reply as Wadia, who can't stand the 9th F, walks into the office. The man tells them to go back to their class, not forgetting to brutally humiliate the boys. The bullies and honors students continue to clash with each other, and Adish keeps making fun of the overly arrogant Akshay, causing the two to start a fight in the school library. Naina appears and tells Adish to stop and go to class immediately. The annoyed bully says that the teacher, like the others, thinks they are the dregs of society and insults the woman. Naina swings to hit the bully, but stops in time and goes back to the classroom feeling very nervous. Wadia, who has witnessed the conflict, persistently suggests to the teacher to give up the 9th F, but the woman does not want to abandon the students, who have no one else to support but her. A few days later, Akshay presents their class project to the teachers and principal, which they are going to show at an inter-school science conference. Everything goes well at first, but due to a short circuit in the layout, it catches fire and explodes. There is no time left to rework the layout, and Wadia examines the destroyed layout and is surprised to find a vial of Adish's superglue inside. An enraged Wadia flies into the 9th F and accuses Adish of destroying his class project, which his students had been preparing for almost 6 months, with his sabotage. The bully angrily declares that he has taken revenge on Akshay for his many humiliations and insults. And all the other students support his comrade and say that the destruction of the project of the 9th A, their joint work. Wadia complains to the school principal, who summons Naina and announces the expulsion of all her students for multiple offenses. The teacher stands up for the students and persuades the principal to give them a chance to pass their final exams on the condition that they will no longer appear in the school building and will be homeschooled. Naina tells her class about the principal's decision and then cries alone, realizing that the students have almost no chance to pass the exams. The students are also well aware of their situation. The next day, they come to their class teacher and ask her to help them with homework and exam preparation. The students promise to be obedient and not to miss her classes. Naina agrees to help the negligent students, who have become almost like family to her. From that day on, the lady teaches them her lectures in different places of the city, meeting no more resistance from the students. When the exams are a few days away, Adish meets an elderly school watchman, Shlomalal, who himself grew up in a slum and sympathizes with the students of the 9th grade. The man unexpectedly gives Adish the prepared answers for the upcoming exam, saying that it is his gift to the poor students. Adish happily shows the answer paper to his classmates, who decide not to use the prepared answers, as they do not want to let down Naina, who has invested so much effort in them. At the exam, Adish immediately realizes that the answers given to him by Shlomalal are wrong, so he has to think for himself. The next day, the exam results appear, and the entire 9th F rejoices. It turns out that they have all passed the exam and Oru has become one of the best students in the school. The principal summons Naina and tells her that Shlomalal has confessed to giving the exam answers to her students. Of course, the teacher stands up for her students, because she is sure that they could not have cheated. But these arguments do not convince the man at all. After the incident, the principal is going to expel the entire 9th grade F. Meanwhile, a satisfied Akshay confesses to Wadia that he was the one who sent Shlomalal to Wadish to frame the 9th F scum. This makes the teacher think hard. Soon the principal gathers all the students and teachers in the auditorium to publicly announce the expulsion of the entire 9th F. But suddenly Wadia asks to be given the floor. The teacher claims that he is the one who planted the exam answers on the boy to frame the bullies. Wadia approaches Naina and apologizes for his harshness and admits that he was wrong. After that, the man hurries to his office and is about to quit the school. Naina approaches her colleague and asks him not to do it, as he is one of the best teachers of the school. The lady even convinces Wadia to become the supervisor for the project that her class started developing a couple months ago. The teacher agrees, which eventually allows the 9th F to win a science competition among all the schools in the city. 25 years pass. Naina, who has long since become the school's director, retires, and the entire school staff gives a warm farewell to the lady who has devoted her whole life to educating children. This is the end of the movie. Thank you all for watching this video to the end. Give this video a like. Write in the comments what you think about this movie, and see you in new videos.